Factory Must Grow. From Starter to Megabase, Episode 15, Productivity 3 modules, and if we are lucky, the Rocket Silo. So we need to have 4 Productivity 3 modules to place in the Rocket Silo, and I want to have those being constructed while I am futzing around. An easy way is to set up some machines to make the Productivity 2 modules. And they require, let's see, I did some math, and they require 100 productivity modules and 100 red and 100 green circuits. It's probably easiest if I just have the robots deliver those to me. So I need 100 blues and 100 reds and 100 productivity ones. Once we have those, we can run around and get other things, but for now we'll just wait for the robots to do it. I'm going to assume that once I put the raw materials in those guys, they can just make them. And actually, I need exactly those quantities so that I put the right amounts in each one. So let's limit ourselves to 100 of each kind of circuit for now, because I've fiddled around and hit the wrong one there. There. So we now have 100 of each. We'll let the robots finish. Now, mind you, during that entire time, what you saw there, and I probably wasn't looking at, was that once I turned on those requests, Handy Hands started building them for me. It was being helpful. Okay, so now I'm going to turn off that. We're going to go up here, and I'm going to say, well, let's give you guys share of the processing units each, and a share of the advanced circuits each, and productivity modules each. And now you're going to be going off and building things. And the next step is going to be difficult because it just takes a lot of stacks of things to build the silo. And normally I would have logistics networks set up here, and I'd simply set up an assembler to build silos and have it request enough stuff to build a silo, and we'd be done. You know, it would request all the things, we'd load it in, build it, and yeah. But now this is a little trickier. Again, I am going to drop everything I own here, and I'm going to let the robots put it wherever. And what we're going to request is just what we need for the oil refine for the rocket silo. So we need 1,000 steel plate. That's coming. And we need 200 processing units. Let's turn on the request so those start moving. And we need 200 electric engine units. Whoops, that's flying robot frames. That's not good. We need electric engine units. There we go. And then we need 100 pipes. And we need 1,000 concrete. Now, I previously had set all those things up to make sure that we would have these quantities. I'm a little worried that we've only received 100 of our concrete at this point, but we do have more on the way. Part of the problem is that we only have 192 logistic bots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump more red chips in there for logistic bots, and I'm going to do that manually because I don't want my bots to be doing 18. Okay, I need to find some red chips real quick. There should be a box of them up here. Okay. So we put 2 more stacks of red chips in here. I gotta wonder where the extras went. Like I have 599 construction bots. I guess these guys. Yeah, I could just dump these all in here. So he now has all the bots. Oh, including the 50 that I wanted to keep on. Never mind. You go in there. So we are still delivering steel and concrete. It might have been faster to actually walk over and pick them up, but I am inherently a lazy person. Besides, it was an excuse to add more logistics bots to my factory. However, no matter how lazy I am also impatient. So I just took all the concrete. And now the robots are going to take all the concrete away from me that they don't think I want. But we do have more than we need. So I'm going to turn off logistics, walk outside the logistics area, let all the robots reset, and now I can build the rocket silo. And with all of this extra concrete, what am I going to do with this? Well, goodness. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a 10 by 10 area. Can I make hazard concrete out of this? What do I need to do to that? Because it'd be kind of cool. Oh, there we go. I'm going to concrete this whole area in hazard concrete. I forgot that this makes a whole lot of it. And we're going to go all the way out to here. There we go. And I think a broad area outside that is normal concrete would be a bad thing. probably have enough concrete simply to concrete the entire base at this point. But we're not going to do that because I think concrete is good for areas that are a little bit special. So, here's our rocket silo. There we go. At 9 hours, 31 minutes, and 25 seconds elapsed time, we have the rocket silo starting to build. And I do not yet have its productivity modules in. That was bad planning. I needed to have the productivity 3s in there to make the most of the parts that it's eating right now. So now we go back down to here. And these only made for each. No, that's correct. So now we want to make prod 3 modules. And this is going to require 10 each of those guys. So I need blue and red again. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to request them in. So we need 20 each. Blue and red. Had to request them because I don't know where they are. So red, it had to pick them up from somewhere. There they are. So the next time I drop this down, I do need to be a little bit more careful with what did I just do? I put the wrong productivity modules in what I did. There we go. So we are going to be using a little bit more materials because we are not running our productivity right now. And I'm hoping that there's nothing critical here. For example, I hope we don't run out of rocket fuel because we didn't have our productivity modules installed when we used them. We literally only 4 of these guys. Just take a long time, man. Let's go drop this stuff off. He really should be over there. And I think I'm going to allow him to be that guy. And he's going to be that guy. There. Yeah, let's move him. Are we done yet? Let's got 2 of them. Let's get those in. I'll come back and get the other 2. See, we're waiting on RCUs. And RCUs are waiting on speed modules. And speed modules are waiting on having enough speed module machines running to do it. Okay, so we are limited right now by how fast we can turn out speed modules. We no longer need these production modules. So let's put in a filter here. He's going to need to put the speed modules on that side. Why are my construction robots taking so long to build this? Oh, I'm used to having my robots be much, much faster. Okay, so speed modules. See, if I put this in like this, now I can repurpose all of these machines, except maybe the top one. And that's not going to work because we are not draining these modules out at all. Okay. Which means I have to replace the inserters as well anyway. Oh wow. But that will increase our speed module output, which will increase our RCU output at the cost of the fact that we will no longer be producing hardly any of these prod 1s, which means no more purple science for a while. And there's our other 2 productivity modules ready. There. So with the speed modules and the productivity modules in the rocket area and our production redirected to the things we need to make more rocket control units, and of course little ability to provide production science for a while, I think now it's just a waiting game. Okay, so now, how are we doing here? Clearly our blue chip production is good, red chip production is good, green chip production is good, plastic is good. We have all but one of these machines. Speed modules. Screw it, let's do the last one as well. So speed modules, we are currently running 48 per minute speed modules. This array could accept double that. So we could double the amount of output of speed modules. This is overbuilt by a factor of 2. Okay. If I wanted this to run at full speed, I would have to have twice this for speed module 1 production. So the only way this would work would be if I had a massive backlog of speed 1s in stock. Well, let's see, do I? I've got a bunch. Let's request all of them in. And what I will do is I will hand feed these speed modules into the RCUs. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but that'll work. So at least some of these machines are going to be running. Oh, the other thing I can do is pick up these guys. And I will stripe them in starting at the bottom. See if I can spread the wealth a little bit here. There. Let's see, what else do we have over here? So at this point, we have made 91% progress. And we are limited by how fast we can receive RCUs. I am really glad we haven't run out of, for instance, rocket fuel at this point, although I'm not seeing a lot of rocket fuel production, and that worries me. Okay, it is going, it's just slow. Let's see here, this says we are producing 24 per minute from this whole thing, so every few seconds I should see one. Yeah, okay, that's about right. So it looks like we are going to beat 10 hours on this one, which is kind of interesting, because I expected this to take 20 hours-ish. I expected to do a lot more messing around, tidying up, and reorganizing in the way. But there's the launch at 9:43:30. We're starting the animation. It takes 40 seconds for this guy. So if you want to produce a lot of rockets per minute, you can't just speed up one silo. You have to have many silos, and if you try to make a silo go too fast, it's diminishing returns. Let's go ahead and hit the button. We are going to launch with no cargo. Hey, let's go get a fish. Yeah, I'm going to launch a fish. Just for the meme effect, because, fish are good. See, I knew there was a reason why I didn't just immediately landfill my entire starting lake. Because I know that it's launching a fish into space is kind of a Easter egg thing. But what's cool is that if you need fish, for instance, if you want to make Spidertrons, you can launch flight science. You can take your space science that comes out when you launch whoops, that guy's in the wrong place. There. When you launch a satellite, it brings you back space science. But if you launch a fish, okay, if you launch a fish, if you launch space science in the cargo, it brings you back fish. I believe that the more space science you put in, the more fish you get back. I'm not sure what the ratio is. But that does provide you with a way to create fish rather than waiting around for them to respawn in lakes or find more lakes. So there's our victory at 9:45:46. Let me write that down. 9:45:46. Rocket launched. So where do we go from here? Well, I will introduce that in the next episode. I will see you then.